Alrighty, friends. I have run out of straw and done most of what I can do right now with the materials on hand. So I thought now would be a good time to give an update on this outdoor social area inside the 15&B neighborhood garden. So this is, once again, basically adobe, but in this sculptable form. It's generally referred to as cob, and it's a cautious mix, gooey, gummy, Tootsie Roll type mix of sand, straw, and clay. When done adobe style, you then take that mixture, you lay it out in forms, it dries into bricks, and you build with those bricks. The advantage to adobe is it gets up real quick. You know, you can do layers and layers with mortar and adobe bricks. Cob, you got to kind of wait as each layer dries, but it's more sculptable, and I like it as a building material because of the artistic potential, right? So I've built out thick from an asphalt wall. That's kind of the core going through this, real thick out here, because as this dries, I'm going to carve shelving into the side like a cake, arched little alcoves and cubbies all along that, and the same on this side is going to have a whole bunch of shelves and cubbies. And then here we're going to have a big regular grill and maybe a square one right here as well, so a rectangular grill smooshed into the cob. So there'll be a grill pit cooker who's on the inside here, and they have all these shelves and tools and everything they need, and a little counter space here and a little shared counter space here with the oven tender. So a little nice little yin yang type thing going here where there's shared workability and space, and people can work and be doing breads and pizzas and roasted veggies and baked potatoes and all kinds of stuff, muffins, breads, all that, while someone's over here, meats and kebabs, maybe veggies only on the little square one, and all kinds of whatever. And we got a big cookout, and then we got our table over here that's underlit with what looks like cement rope, or rather brown tree trunk, all the way around and in arches, underlit with stained glass images of the mascots from this garden based on the actual volunteers who have kind of got this garden off the ground, and a stone table with a cooler inside, and an herb garden around that cooler. And so people are sitting around, as you do, around a stone table while someone's over here doing the grilling in the pit. I'm back up here and people can get their burgers, what have you. And then the people are here doing the pizzas. And then over here, you got a big rectangle storage for firewood. So there you go. So you got a little closed down lid, boop, over your little curvy cob wall holder for all your firewood, protected, so you got some nice dry wood to work with. And then you got your totes that come out here, and those totes have all the tools you need to be pizza peeling and do whatever all you need. And again, you got all these cubbies and alcoves here, and you got this here blessing well. There's water there, and people can throw change in as well as donate online with a little QR code to the garden. So the idea is that's where people can kind of give back to the garden if they so choose and want, and maybe learn about volunteer and learning opportunities here. But here's the social space. And then we got here strawless cob, which ends up being like a nice foam with sand and clay. And so I just need some straw to do this and build this all up. I have an idea, and we'll see how it pans out, of like a big circle shelving in the back half of this counter space. So then have counter space that goes here, but then bottom shelving so you can put actually something behind in this like deeper shelving. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But I want to get a little Fraggle Rock about it. And it's the back side, nice and smooth going over here. Maybe a little flower stand here in the corner. Keep that chill. Hold all that wood right in there. So we definitely got to give credit where it's due. The owner of this property, Penny Wade Smith, as well as Gopher Rob, her husband Rob Smith, are pretty much the benefactors of having this blessing box, turning this property into something for the neighborhood and community. As you can see, this is where the combination of their philanthropy, my skills and experience, enthusiasm from the neighborhood, they all kind of come together and align into being able to create something special, something truly unique that I do believe can be a sort of launch point for ecotourism and better healthy living in the community. So people can I found this, once you have community ovens and grills in your community garden, suddenly the garden is the garnish. Suddenly everybody's bringing their own buns and meats and shared and just potlucking out here in a way that they're just not gonna do in something that's only a pavilion and picnic tables. You know what I mean? You'll get your little gatherings and your picnics and people having that, but as far as public spaces and giving people the most opportunity, we're trying to build something here where we teach people how to install these edible parks and food forests with these advanced permaculture techniques, so that we can have an army of folks, young and old, from all kinds of different backgrounds, going crazy all over the country, setting up deals with municipalities, upgrading already existing park systems to be a draw with low maintenance fruits and veggies growing. Very doable. It's the future we want. Call it solar punk, call it cottagecore, call it back to the land, call it urban hippie nonsense, whatever it is, it works. I call it agriculture 2.0. Let's do it.